Well, hello, Gemini. Thanks for stopping by. This is a reading for the last 2 weeks of January 2023. Let's get to it. Let's see. It starts out with new projects, Ace of Wands. Looks like something new's brewing. I feel like that's love. I feel like it could be love of a project or love, but I feel like it's just got this big heart around it for some reason. Let's see what might be blocking that project or something that's coming in new, some new light. No motivation and uninspired, but I feel like with diligence and hard work that you're going to get to where you're going. Like you've already put in a ton of time on this project, or at least thinking about the project, if not drawing pictures and getting ready to start to complete it or build it. So let's see what's apparent on top. Thank you for blessing us, Creator. Let's see what's apparent on top. Challenges, competition, all of the things that you're worrying about right now. But also there may be challenges, but you can do it. It's like you're in for the challenge, I think. It's like you knew there would be challenges and questions and all kinds of merging and evolving, but you are willing to take it on, apparently. But let's see what is the base of the matter. What's the underlying emotion? What's the flow? What's going on with the flow? This would be a wish come true and contentment, satisfaction, and some stability. And it could be your success. But I feel like you're just holding on to it like it's a project that I'll never get to, and maybe one day, but this is something you need to look into more because I see some dollar bills. Your cup's being real full. And the period that you're passing out of would be, you've got your little list now of creative opportunities, news, messages, places where you're thinking that whatever it is you're going to create will do well. And don't let your emotions get in the way of anything you want to do. So I feel like if you want to complete this, you're going to have to business up and not get your personal emotions tied up into it. And that's just kind of a warning. That's a period that you're moving through. I feel family could be involved and there could be some emotions about that. Let's see the period that you're moving into now. Hello, hello. Come on, cards. Let's see. Oh, this one wants out real bad. Okay. Victory, public recognition, self-confidence. I really feel like you're moving into, you have earned every one of your successes. So I feel like, everything that you've had success with, you got to count that too, whether you think it was minor or major or okay or whatever. You kind of need to make a list of what you've built stuff on, what was your foundation, and how you can continue to grow and widen that foundation for you and your family. This card represents how you see yourself. And this one jumped out. And it is, it has ended, it is finished for better or for worse. So whatever drives you to do whatever you're doing, it's kind of like that madness is kind of finished, and now you get to move into what it is you want to create. I feel like bit of a overworking and sleepless nights and trying to integrate your ideas into other people's forms, and then you just were like, no, I'm just going to create this how it works for me. And so let's see how other people see it now that you've done that, now that you have created a system that works for you. Your success is the face of difficulty. And this is the Chariot. And I think people who are focusing on watching you, deciding whether you were going to go one way or another, you know, how the horses were going to go. You see the white horse and the black horse. That's just like, what is he going to choose? Which road is he going to go down? Is he going to, are the horses going to stay together? Is the partnership going to dissolve? Is what's going to happen with all of this, you know? And I think that there's a wide audience, or at least some people that are watching to see who falls on their ass and what happens next. So your hopes and fears. It's like you have to mourn this process. You have to feel the grief and let it go. You are holding on to things that are just not serving you at all anymore. And it's time to choose the path. Like, you know, the card before, it's like, it's your choice now. Are you going to just like hide in the background? Or are you going to pull your head out of your bed and get out there and do what needs to be done and be successful? Feel like you've been hiding and like licking your wounds or something. Let's see what the final outcome is for the end of January. The Knight of Cups. Express your creativity with compassionate, loving emotion. So basically, this read's telling you that whatever it is that you are looking for, you have found, but you kind of don't want to admit it to yourself that you found it. It's like too perfect almost, and so you're going through all these emotional processes trying to figure out which road to go on, and you'll pick a road that will fill your cup. Look, you know, you got your best horse and you're on your way. So it's all about the journey. It's all about the journey and how we face our uncertainty is what I'm getting from this read. I'd like to just confirm some of it and get maybe a few more answers with a different deck of cards. What's that victory in public going to look like? What's that going to look like in reality? How's that going to seem, and how is that going to be for you? And how will you react, you know? It's like you've yearned to have a victory, but now that it's here, I mean, how will you react? I think you'll react with grace and not with like the sound of greed or, you know, any of that kind of stuff. I think that you feel like you have earned to sit on the throne that you're on, and that, you know, it's like, I belong here. This is what I deserve. Your solar plexus is like, no, this is what we deserve. And you have all your tools and you're ready to go. And so I feel like there's a new energy in your life, and maybe a couple new energies in your life. I feel like there's a soul that has come into your life that's very shiny, and then I feel like some work processes are also looking really like gleaming. So now we're going to look at wish come true, you know, the base of the matter. And what is that wish? What is that possibility? It looks to me like you're going to lay down some judgment, or you're going to feel like people that have judged you no longer need to judge you or should be allowed to judge you, or you're not going to allow them to judge you. You're just going to walk away from that whole space. I think you've learned a few things about judgment by being judged. And well, let's talk about the Chariot. Where's that Chariot going? How's that Chariot? What are you going to choose with the Chariot? Okay, death. You're going to choose death of one way or the other. So it's going to be like you're going to choose whether you kill the good part in you or whether you kill the bad part in you, whether you use the good part to make your intentions or whether you use the bad part to make your intentions. So it's like you got to choose one and one's got to die. And so let's see the final outcome, the Knight of Cups. What is that? What is that cup? What is that cup full of? Peace and war. It's that final outcome. You know, the cards have dual personalities. So it's that final, like, okay, so you can choose peace or war, but you can't choose both. So you need to decide what kind of, choices you're going to make earlier in this reading, earlier, to see where you're going. And the card for the second part of January 2023 is Page of Pentacles. So after you worry about all this other stuff, money's going to come towards you anyway. A message of money, a message of a deal, a message of an agreement, a message of something you need to go over, a contract. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again. It's Robin. Bye. Namaste.